Evelynn is probably one of the most annoying supports to deal with in this game. Oh, you got charmed, so you are going to die. I will place a ward in this bush to spot her soon enough. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's an Evelynn. Okay, I can't step up to this wave because she can be here trying to kill me.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, never mind, she killed our mid laner.
Enemy killing spree.
Wait, what? Now she is on the fucking top lane. Oh no, the wave is under the turret. That means she will dive me with her ult.
You're goddamn right.
And since it's still an Evelynn, this is still going to happen late game.
Sneaky, sneaky.
As you can see, all these things combined are a little bit annoying. Evelynn Support is one of the scariest support in this game due to the fact that she can be anywhere on the map. As long as you don't buy a control ward, you can't spot her. And when this heart appears above your head, better start praying that I'm the Evelynn player because I will somehow manage to mess up the gank. So the whole enemy team is forced to play safe since Evelynn Support behaves like she is the second jungler in your game. Nevertheless, this invisibility is unlocked when she has her ultimate, which are her key abilities, and not having them makes this champion quite weak before level 6. Well, maybe inside the jungle but not on the bot lane. Already at level 1, this champion is quite useful, due to the fact that Evelynn is probably one of the supports with the fastest leash. Most bot lanes have to leave their jungler alone on the fight with the red buff when they manage to reduce it to about 1000 HP. But Evelynn is different since her leash is fast. Ridiculously fast. Just throw the Q spell on the red buff, then you can recast it 3 times, which results into a lot of damage, and it can be used after 2 seconds again. So you can stay until the buff only has 300 HP, and you still won't miss any experience from the first 3 minions. Basically, Evelynn can increase the clearance speed of her jungler without losing anything in return. Now it's time for them to lose the level 1 fight. Most people will underestimate an Evelynn without her charm and her invisibility, so they will try to trade with her at this point of the game. But you are stronger. Just hit the enemy with the Q spell and recast it 3 times. It will outdamage most enemies thanks to electrocute. The problem is that this ability requires Evelynn to stay close towards her marked target in order to be able to recast this ability, resulting into engages where the enemy can easily trade back. And this doesn't look worth at all. But, let me tell you something. It is worth. Thanks to one specific item and a special strategy Evelynn is going to make use of. The item which makes this trade worth is called Spellthief's Edge. You want to know what it does? Well, basically it gives you 20 gold every time you punch someone in his face. Only when it's stacked up, of course. So next time when you leave your house to go for your daily walk where you punch some homeless people, don't forget to take that item with you in order to generate some income. Anyway, since Evelynn's Q spell is ridiculously fast, you can get that gold quite easily, and every time this item has its stacks up, you want to make use of it as fast as possible since we want to make use of the special Evelynn support strategy, and therefore we need to generate a lot of gold. But CVK. Every trade Evelynn is going to take just reduces her health bar, and soon she will be out of HP, so we won't be able to get that 20 gold. Yes, you are totally right, but that problem can be solved with her passive. When she is below 250 HP, which is a bit more than 1/3 of your max HP, Evelynn gets a bit of her lost health back. But you need to stay 5 seconds out of combat to activate it, until you have enough to trade again. At level 2, Evelynn is going to unlock her charm we all know and fear. At least when she is level 6. For now, Evelynn can't go invisible, making the spell quite useless, since it takes about 5 seconds until you have built up the charm, and then you still have to hit them with any kind of spell in order to charm them. So is it useful?
No.
At least we can make use of it in order to fear them away, only to see them coming back 3 seconds later while laughing at you, wasting 60 mana for absolutely nothing. Well, when you manage to charm to enemy. Congrats. Evelynn's Q spell is going to deal more damage due to the magic penetration and the additional magic damage you get when charming an enemy. This results into a lot of damage and secure you a kill by 100%.
That's a nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Well, we don't have much time, so let's skip this nonsense and go right away to the moment where Evelynn reaches level 3. She unlocks a dash which deals some damage and guarantees you to hit the charm. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, when the heart of the W spell is finished, you still need to hit the enemy with any kind of spell in order to charm them. And since the Q spell is a skill shot, as already the name says, you need some skill to hit it.
Just stop!
The E spell, however, is a point-and-click spell. You see, the word skill is not included, so idiots like us can't mess it up. That's basically the main function of this spell. Well, we now found out that Evelynn's main kit, her charm and the additional magic pen she get, is really hard to make use of on the lane. It's hard to hit it on champions that are basically poking you from their own base. But when Evelynn is laning against an engaged champion, they will surely regret their actions soon after, because they have not enough damage to kill me, but I have enough to kill them. Oh, I wasn't worried at all. But the laning phase isn't actually the strength of Evelynn Support. In fact, it's her weakest state of the game. But do you guys remember how I talked about a special strategy at the beginning of the video? Yeah, I know. It's been a while, so it might be hard for you to remember, but I said something like this. You want to make as many trades as possible when this support item is up in order to gain some gold. To rush for the first item as fast as possible. Sorcerer Boots, which allows you to roam towards the mid lane and the river. And annoy the players there. Just charm them, and with your damage and the additional damage of your teammates, they are going to die for sure. Really good for securing some objectives. And even when the heart appears above the head of the enemies, they can't run away since they are going to lose the sprint duel against an Evelynn with the new Sorcerer Boots. Buy one get one free. Well, we are now coming closer to her first power spike, reaching level 6. Not only does this grant this champion a ridiculous ultimate, making her capable to one-shot enemy champions, it also gives you the passive ability everyone hates, invisibility.
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
Guess where Evelynn is? Is she here? Maybe inside this bush. Or is she hiding there? And, did you make a guess? Well, it doesn't matter because you guessed it wrong anyway. She was on the mid lane. Yeah, that's basically the annoying part of this champion. You have no clue where she might be. Is she on the lane hiding inside the bush waiting for the enemy AD carry to approach in order to one-shot them right after? Or is she already roaming somewhere else and surprising them with a "where did my health bar go?" This forces the bot lane to stay under their tower since they don't want to risk getting killed in a few seconds. So you can get your carry ahead without actually being on the lane. Meanwhile, Evelynn can go for roams around the whole map, which is especially annoying for the enemy laners since they have no clue if she is already on their lane or not. And you are nowhere safe when you are recalling with just a few HP left. Even when you thought you got rid of her. Trust me, you didn't. So she might appear out of nowhere and one-shot you in an eye blink. The basic combo would be W into Q charm and using E while we're casting the Q spell, and just finish them off with her ultimate, which has the capability to damage everything in this area, dealing more damage towards enemy below 30% of their max HP and teleporting Evelynn back a few meters, allowing her to escape some uncomfortable situations. While turning this champion into a great tower diver, you burst them down and get away from the tower by just pressing one button. Here are the build and runes. And if you want to play a supporter that doesn't roam a lot and instead bullies your opponent out of the lane, and counter ganks from the enemy jungle, click on this video right here.